about 13 miles from downtown Atlanta. Welcome to Truist Park, Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Cleveland Guardians going up against the Atlanta Braves. Joined by my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Big storyline coming into this one is the tough stretch for one of their key players. He just can't seem to get it going at the plate recently, Chris.
Well, I think it's time to switch it up, Boog. He's due for a major breakout, and hopefully he can shake it off and get back to his old self today.
First pitch coming your way next.
Yeah, I'm really on a grind. 247-365.
And today's starter, A.J. Smith-Shawver. What do you have on him, Singy?
Boog, this guy usually turns in a very good outing. His teammates really enjoy when he's on the mound. Everyone seems to be loose, which can help the offense be a bit more dangerous. So if you look at the opposing lineup, they're hoping he doesn't just settle in. They want to make this an uncomfortable start from the beginning.
All right, first pitch coming up. Bo Naylor digs in for the Guardians. And with that, we're underway in Atlanta. Sliced hard but foul. Smith-Shawver, a 6'3" righty, 205 pounds, and he was drafted in the 7th round in 2021. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. And that one almost hit him. In the air, left field. Fraley settles underneath it. And there's one away.
Batting second, third baseman, Jose Ramirez.
That's out.
Just getting started here at Truist Park outside Atlanta.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Oh, that's off the plate. Ball 2.
Two now. This one in the air, center field. White settles under it, and there's 2 down. Eugenio Suarez up to hit now.
Eugenio Suarez.
Suarez launched a homer in his most recent game.
Too high. Ball.
Got to be real careful here. 2-0. He's hunting for his pitch.
Inside.
Oh, inside.
And now 3-0. On the ground as he checked his swing. Olsen flips it, and they get the out. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And on the mound for Cleveland in this one, Zach Eflin.
The opposing hitters are going to see a lot of cutters. This guy can throw it to the front side of the plate, the back side of the plate, so you're really not able to cheat to get the fat part of the bat on the baseball.
Here is Matt Olson.
Tonight, first baseman, number 28, Matt Olson.
And a ground ball to first. Manzardo takes it himself. 1 pitch and 1 out.
Batting second, right fielder, Ronald Acuna Jr.
Eflin, a guy that really fills up the strike zone. rarely walks people. The downside is the home run ball more likely to play.
Well, pitchers like this usually work down in the zone a lot, but these days, with all the uppercut swings most hitters are taking to elevate the ball, pitchers almost have to be effective up in the zone with hard stuff. So maybe that's one area he can improve in his game to try to combat that long ball.
As a hitter, does knowing that this guy's going to be in the zone, does that make you more aggressive?
Kind of, but you still have to stay on that backside. You've got to make sure you get pitch recognition and let your hands work.
Did you ever really need a cue to be more aggressive?
No, I never did, especially when it comes to messing with you.
Wow. Slings to first in time. 2 outs, base is empty. And next for Atlanta, Drake Baldwin.
That's outside.
The 1-0. There's a swing and a miss.
It's a good changeup to hit up in the zone. I don't think he recognized it. I'm sure he'd love to have that one back.
To third. Wide throw pulls him off the bag, and the inning still alive. Foul ball. Next offering is fouled back. Oh, and 2 now. In the dirt. Baldwin, the runner at first with 2 gone. Got him. Out number 3. All set for the start of the inning. So in now for Cleveland, Cody Bellinger. Swing and a high fly ball right field. That one back, that one on its way, and it's gone. He wastes no time on this one. The Guardians strike first. It's 1-0.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here in the second game of the series.
Oh, that's too high.
Pitch in the dirt, 3-1. Out to short, Rojas. Throws to first in time, and that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. Stepping up for the Guardians, Kyle Manzardo.
Backdoor breaking ball just missed right there, and boy, umpire didn't give him the call. I bet you if he throws it again, hitter knows he's going to have to swing it.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. It's been a grind, but that knock could be the spark he's looking for.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from. And
runner on the go. This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. And that's a foul ball. Here comes the 0-1.
Oh, that's inside.
Right through there for a strike. And that one almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. That's inside. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Out towards right center field. Brings it in. Here's Brian Rocchio.
I'm liking what I've seen from him at the dish lately. Can make it a 5-game hitting streak with the knock in this one. If you're not ready for that pitch, you're just going to swing and miss or pop it up, waste the at-bat. If you're going to let it go, you better be ready to swing it.
Ball one.
In the dirt. One run across in the frame so far here in the top of the second. Fastball for a strike. And down on strikes he goes, and that'll do it. Bottom of the inning, so now to the plate for Atlanta, Tommy Pham.
Ball one.
The 1-0. And a foul ball. The 1-1. And that one finds its way through. And a good start to the inning.
He was all over that one. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
Down.
The 1-0. And that one fouled off. The 1-1. Swing and a ground ball. A sliding stop. There's one.
He's
on
safe.
the first, safe. So they get one, but a really nice try there. Eli White next up for the Braves. No hits in the shutout yesterday afternoon.
Hey!
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Ball one there. That one
Ball
missed. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. They get it in quickly. So first and second, now one out.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed. The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Right side, Manzardo. There's one. Double play. What a twin killing to end the inning. Back in Atlanta, Truist Park. So in now for Cleveland, Chase DeLauder. DeLauder with some struggles at the plate recently, not uncommon for rookies. That cuts the corner. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. That's a hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Drops for a hit. He couldn't run it down. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Back-to-back singles, so impressive that he didn't get tied up or jammed on that pitch inside. Instead, good quick hands allowed him to get the barrel to it.
Line drive, base hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He's safe, and they lead by 2.
Oh, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Pitch was in and off the plate. So hard to do anything with the pitch in that location, but somehow he got the barrel to it and hit it well. Pretty amazing.
Suarez in the box now. Takes strike 1. The 0-1. And there's a foul ball. Got him swinging for the strikeout. And the pitch a little bit low, ball 1.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Right there for a strike. Traffic on the bases with 1 already in. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. 2-2 now. That one missing inside. Battling here as he fouls it away. Two on, 1 out. Gets a piece and stays alive.
Well, he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
Got him looking for the strikeout. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. Good take by Torres. First and second, 2 down. Labor gets a piece, 1 and 2. Fights it off. He'll see another. Two on, 2 outs. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Oh, he misses it. It drops. 1 run is in. Another comes in to score, and they're up by 4.
next for Cleveland, first baseman Kyle Manzardo.
First pitch doesn't find the zone. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Fraley should have this one. And that's the third out.
You see, that's fake. Believe, that's all you need. Can't sleep, but I dream. It's a must. You see, eyes wide open. I see.
Bottom of the inning. Now in for the Braves, Nacho Alvarez Jr.
First pitch strike right there for him. He's going to have to do that consistently if he's going to give any length to his skipper.
That one fouled off. That's towards center. Bellinger on his way over. One away.
Up next for the Braves, first baseman Matt Olson.
That's a ball. Ball, that's just out.
Next offering misses down and away.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
On the ground, right side. Fires to first in time. 2 down, base is empty. And next for Atlanta, Ronald Acuna Jr. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. On the ground. And that's a fair ball. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. The throw in. There's the tag. They get him. And that's the inning.
Worked all day, now it's time for play. Hey, feels like a holiday. Just put on your best and relieve your stress. Hey, feels like a holiday. Bills paid, sipping lemonade.
Start of the fourth. Stepping up for the Guardians, Nolan Jones. Smith-Shawver back to work. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Ball one low.
Well, he hasn't quite settled in out there. 4 runs in 3 innings. He's going to have some quick 1, 2, 3 innings to pitch deep into this ball game.
Close, but called a ball. 3-1 now. That one misses. So a leadoff walk. Catcher challenge. We'll take another look.
Ryan Rocchio.
It just shaved the zone. Still 2 challenges left for them. Payoff pitch. That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk. Here comes a new arm for the Braves. Hunter Stratton.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of him. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
Fought off foul. The 0-1. Swing and a miss as he gets him to chase upstairs.
The high fastball, particularly for young hitters, can be hard to lay off of because you see it so well at eye level, but it's really hard to catch up and get that pop hand to work on time.
1 out, man at first. So in now for Cleveland, Chase DeLauder. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far.
Hey!
Foul ball there. Stratton in his second season, 29 years old, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. That one to first and a foul ball. Line drive, base hit. Around second, on his way to third. The relay throw, and he's safe. So it's first and third with one down.
Next for Cleveland, catcher Bo Naylor.
Ball.
The Guardians trying to break this one open. Top half of inning number 4. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-1.
That's a real nice cutter right there. I mean, this guy can struggle with the inside pitch at times. So I'd say that's pretty effective if you can continue to command it on that side of the plate.
Not far out of the zone, but it was a ball. So they'll lose their first challenge. Two on, one out. And that's through there for a strike. 2-2.
Great spot to be in right here for the pitcher. You can either strike this guy out or get a ground ball, double play.
And it remains 2-2. Stays alive. 2-2 now. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Swing and a pop-up. And he can't quite get there. It's a foul ball. Swings through it for the K. Got him. Great throw, and that's the inning. Ready to go, bottom 4. Now it's the Atlanta catcher, Drake Baldwin. Hit on the ground to short, Rocchio. Handles, throws to first. One pitch and one out.
Up next for the Braves, second baseman, Ozzie Albies.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
On the ground, right side, and that's just foul. That one outside. Ball 1. And that skips in the dirt. Got him swinging. He chased the changeup. 2 down. 2 out. Space is empty. Here's Tommy Pham. Single to right in his first trip.
Ball inside.
And the 1-0. Pop foul out of play off to the right. Yeah, that's fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. This to third. Into the outfield, base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Up next for the Braves, left fielder,
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits.
Waste no time there. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Now here is Eli White.
Hey!
Two on, two outs. In for a strike, and now just one pitch away from surviving the inning. Now a pop-up on the infield. And that is the third out of the inning.
As time changed, my mind changed as well. The spells kept L's in rotation, spacing out. David took the lions out. The rap game of giant. Playing shots to the top. Pop tops quicker than melodies. Are you scared of me? The rhymes gonna blow on.
We go to the top of the fifth. Stepping up for the Guardians, Jose Ramirez.
You know, with these Guardians putting together some really good at-bats in this game, there's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in, so I'd say mission accomplished.
And that one did miss, and the strike is overturned. They'll keep both their challenges. One down.
Up next for Cleveland.
Obviously, this type of run production isn't exactly sustainable game to game, but it's a good sign that a lot of hard work's been paying off.
And first offering is fouled off.
Ball, that's out. That's a ball.
Ripped to right. And there's two down. Here's a new pitcher from the pen, Hayden Harris.
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Two down, base is empty. And up to the plate comes Cody Bellinger. He's already homered in this game. That misses the zone, and that is ball one.
Ball two.
Now
Ball
one
three.
missed. So definitely a little wild right out of the gate.
Well, it can be a little tough coming from the bullpen mound to this mound, but you've got to find a way to get ahead in the count quickly. He hasn't. We'll see how this at-bat turns out.
Two down, nobody on. Swing and a miss as he was late. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. That one lifted to left. And that'll do it. Back here in Atlanta. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Miguel Rojas. Right back to him on the mound. Slings to first. One pitch and one out.
Up next for the Braves, third baseman, Nacho Alvarez Jr.
Pulls that one foul. Here's your one. Swing and a foul out of play. In the dirt, ball one. And it stays fair. Now he'll turn for second. And he'll reach second with one away.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with two strikes right there. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ball game.
Here's Matt Olson down.
Yep, that ball went out.
Man at second.
Ball,
He's
that's off the
just
plate.
missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike. But so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last two pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
The 2-1. Laser to the gap, should score the run. Alvarez around third. He'll score. It's 4-1. Pulls into second. That's an RBI double.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
Acuna in the box now. Takes strike one. Smoked on the ground a second. Slinging it to first in time.
Up next for the Braves, catcher, Drake Baldwin.
Late swing, foul to the left. Right through there for a strike. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Back at Truist Park, top six. Gleyber Torres digs in for the Guardians.
Really good cutter that he's able to front door and back door. That pitch is devastating.
Close one, doesn't get the call. 1 ball, 1 strike. Fastball for a strike. And that one missing low. Out to short. Slings to first in time.
Well, I think he was really battling himself coming into this one, but I'm seeing a different hitter up there today, stringing good ABs together one after another.
And that's
inside,
off
ball one.
The inside edge. Ball one. Got it started a little too early. Strike one. And a big swing and a miss. Here's a 1-2. Outside with a breaking ball. And that's outside.
Outside.
On the ground to third. Now a jump throw. It's there, and that's a great play.
Up next for Cleveland, right fielder Nolan Jones.
Ball one. Ball, that's out.
Fouled off left side. 2 down, nobody on. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. And that is that. Well, we go bottom 6. Now the Atlanta cleanup hitter, Ozzie Albies.
Ozzie Albies.
Ball, that's low.
Pitch
Nope.
misses
Outside.
there, and that's ball 2.
Struggled a little bit in this one. A couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
So the call stands. Still one challenge left for them.
Hey!
Two now. Out towards right center field. And it falls. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
You know what they say, he couldn't have thrown it out there any better than that, and certainly the case that time. Just flared it back behind the second baseman and dropped it in there. You know, these Braves doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. They've done a great job finding holes in the defense. Exactly half of their hits have come off the bat less than 90 miles per hour. So the ball isn't exactly jumping off the lumber, but they're finding a way to make it work.
That's ball 2.
Albies aboard here at first with nobody out. On the ground, could be 2. Feeds to second, out there. Relay to first, double play. And the batter now, Jake Fraley, 1 for 2. He swings and fouls one off.
Oh, he's got to be pretty proud of this outing so far. Sometimes guys cower coming into a ballpark like this, but he has attacked hitters. Pitching on the road like this is very impressive. This has been a treat to watch.
And now 1 and 2.
All those numbers mean this offense is really making the defense work by just putting the ball into play. Anything can happen at that point.
This one in the air center field, and that ends the inning. New pitcher for the Braves, Sammy Matthews.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Check swing, and he went. And that is strike 1. Nice curveball for a strike. Matthews, 25 years old, and he was drafted in the 8th round in 2022. That one is upstairs.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
Chases the changeup in the dirt. Got him. One away on the strikeout. So digging in, Chase DeLauder. He's 2 for 2.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they are creeping into my mind right now.
That one finds the zone. No balls, 2 strikes. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Up next for Cleveland, catcher Bo Naylor.
Ball. Ball.
Just
ball
missed. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Fouled off to the right. Payoff pitch. And they'll do it again. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. 2 down, nobody on. And that's an
Ball
8-pitch walk.
Take
He
your bait.
really made the pitcher work for that one. Here's Jose Ramirez. Singy, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Well, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on the inside pitch. Those that can really sharpen things on the outer half, those are the ones that become elite.
That one way outside, and that's ball 1. This one popped up. Olsen settles under this one, and that is that.
Now pitching for
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Gregory Soto hasn't pitched in the last 3 days.
leading off for the Braves, center fielder Eli White.
Ball 1. That's ball 2.
Here's a 2-2. Swings and misses. Went back to the sinker, and it was successful. Miguel Rojas at the plate. On the ground to the left. Throws to first in time.
Up next for the Braves, third baseman Nacho Alvarez Jr.
No. Inside. Ball 2.
And that is out of play. Right through there for a strike. Comes a 2-2. And that one is inside.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
And that's ball 4.
Up next for the Braves.
Back to the top of the order. Matt Olson up to the plate.
Picked up an RBI in his last at bat. Still their only run of the game so far. So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. Always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
Way high.
Ball 1.
His understanding of the strike zone, very impressive. That was a very close 0-2 fastball. I just don't know how you take that.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. Third out. Back in Atlanta, Truist Park. Now it's the Guardians DH, Eugenio Suarez. And first offering is fouled off. Ball 1
Inside.
there.
Ball 1.
Pitch misses, and a count 2-1. Looked like a strike to me, and here comes the challenge. It just shaved the zone. They'll keep their remaining challenge. The 1-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. There's a swing and a drive, and that's got extra bases written all over it. High
Time,
bounce
that ball
takes it
bounced
over the
over.
fence. That's
Two
an
bases.
automatic double. Shot into the gap, and that should bring in the run. And that'll kick off the base of the wall. Runner from second scores as they add on. And in its second with an RBI double.
Up next for
Didn't take
Cleveland.
long to get a result for that at bat. Kind of a risky pitch coming inside with the breaking ball like that. You have to bury it. Otherwise, it's not too difficult to get the bat to it like he did that time.
Torres swings through it for strike one. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. And we're in the top of the eighth.
Ball, that's
Outside
out.
with a breaking ball. Labor gets a piece, 1 and 2. Now
Ball
one
two.
missed. Got him looking for the strikeout. That K is his third of the game. And he'll challenge that called strike. Good eye at the plate. They'll overturn the call. So they get to hang on to their second challenge. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Man at second. Swing and a
That
ground
ball's
ball. And foul ball. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. 9th pitch of the at-bat due next. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. This one in the dirt. Throw into third. Tag.
No,
safe.
no, no, no.
He's into third on the wild pitch. The 1-0. And that skips into dirt.
That's ball
Just
3.
missed. And ball
Nope,
4
that's ball
to
4.
aboard.
Take your base.
Up next for Cleveland, right fielder.
Runners in the
Nolan
corners
Jones.
here, 1 away. Now here's Nolan Jones.
Well, he's already in some trouble, and falling behind in the count makes it even worse. Then you've got to throw the ball over more of the plate, and that's where they
That's a ball.
can really do damage against a guy like this.
Two on, 1 out.
Hey!
That's
Ball
down
3.
and in. Strike
Hey!
2.
2.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. That's a base hit. Run scores. Oh, the throw is over his head.
Picks himself up an RBI. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing.
Here comes a new arm for the Braves, Aaron Bummer.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it. But he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
That one kicks away from the catcher. The throw to third, and he's got no chance. He's out. Ground ball to the right
that's
side.
foul.
And it goes just foul. The 0-2. Breaking ball,
Yep,
and that
got
got him.
him. First base.
Up next for Cleveland, left fielder.
So up next, Chase DeLauder.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
Hey.
Oh, and 2 now as he swings through it. Jones at second. Rocchio on at first with 2 down. In there, sets him down on strikes. They limit the damage here. Back here in Atlanta, now in for the Braves, Ronald Acuna Jr.
Ronald Acuna Jr.
Foul ball. And a foul ball. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Gets him. 1 away on a drop third strike.
Up next for the Braves, catcher Drake Baldwin.
Ball. That pitch is out.
Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Reaching into the dugout, he makes the catch. Tim Herron will take over here.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
Albies
Ball 1.
at the plate now. That's ball 1. There's the strike. 95 of that one. Jackknife's out of the way.
That's out.
2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. And that's in there at the knees. He'll challenge, thought that was a ball. And that one just barely missed. The call is overturned. They'll keep their remaining challenge.
Up next for the Braves, designated hitter Tommy Pham.
This one in the air, right field. Reaching for it, makes the catch. Back at Truist Park, we go to the 9th. Bo Naylor digs in now. The lefty, the 1-0. And it's fouled away. The 1-1.
Nope, that's a ball. Ball
Just
3.
missed.
Just doesn't seem to want to throw him a fastball.
In for a strike. Now it's 3-2.
Well, it looks like he's wanting to work the upper part of the strike zone. What does that mean? Top hand better be working for the hitters. Adjust that side a little bit. Give yourself a chance to hit.
Swing and a miss. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th. Inside, almost got him.
He's
Outside,
been
that's a
raking
ball.
in recent games, and a big reason why. getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the
Oh,
results.
that's just out.
Next pitch misses. 3 balls, no strikes. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. Way back there. And
No,
that's a foul ball. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Draws the walk there.
Up next for Cleveland, the designated hitter.
Eugenio Suarez up to the plate now. 1 for 4 with a double.
Nope. Ball 1.
Man at first, 1 away. This one in the air, center field. White under it. He's got it.
Now pitching for the
A new
Braves.
arm into the game, the righty, Hurston Waldrop. He's making his 4th appearance of the season. The first one to Bellinger is in for a strike. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. And 1-2. What a stop. Throw to second. They take the force out, and the inning is over. All set for the bottom of the 9th. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Jake Fraley.
Pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. 1 up, 1 down.
Up next for the Braves, center fielder, Eli White.
That's a ball.
On the ground at first. Oh, look at the stop. Takes it himself, and he got him. Nicely done at first for the out. The Braves down to their last out. Now in for the Braves, Miguel Rojas. 0 for 3 in this one.
Ball. Ball.
That one misses, and that's ball 3.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if he'll walk you.
That's ball
ball
4.
4.
Trying another fastball, but missed the spot.
Up next for the Braves.
And we've got ourselves a pitching change. Daniel Espino.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
That one hammered, but pulled foul. Hit on the ground to the right side. Into the outfield, base hit. And now 2 aboard.
Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Here's Matt Olson.
What do you got?
Checks his swing, appeal to third, and he held up. Two on, 2 outs. Out towards right center. That's well struck. That's got a chance. And it bangs off the wall. One run across. Alvarez around third. Now a relay to the plate. The tag saved. It's 6-3.
Back-to-back base hits. Anytime you smoke a ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been. But obviously, you have to be happy with that result.
Here's Acuna. And that one fouled off. Man on second, 2 down. The Braves down to their final strike. Cut on and miss, struck him out, and that's the ball game.
After 4 wins in a row, you start to think a little bit that you're on a roll, and that's the momentum that just takes on a life of its own. Players start hitting up and down the lineup. You never know who's going to come up with the big hit, who's going to come out of the bullpen and get the big outs, but it's a good feeling, and you want to extend it.
6-3 our final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.
Just don't act like my love wasn't nothing. Like I wasn't the one you was holding that night, telling all of your secrets and hug. Guess you out is too good to be true. Wasn't one, all I needed was you. But time after time I just fussing and fighting. It's time that you do what you do. And it's cool. Mama said it was fishing to see. I got lost in the pool. Knew it was coming. I watched how you knew. How you turn your back on me and leave me to lose. Remember the text, how you said that you do. Said that you never leave me to fight till it's due. But as it went on, I was fighting for you. Since the text turned green, why the fuck it ain't blue? Guess you done and I get